princesses! Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Tony Moly products. So this is the look that I have today. I am about to go out and do some teaching, so it is more of a day-to-day teacher appropriate sort of look because I don't want to turn up to a school in like full glam. It's not appropriate. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off with the BB cream, which is the Spoiler Selfie Shot Blur BB, and I have the shade 1. I have swatched this and it is going to be too light and too pink. And that's not because it's a super pale product, but it's actually because I am really tan at the moment. So you can kind of see like the tan line between, that's the normal colour that I usually would be. And that's the colour that the rest of me is right now. So it's gonna look wrong, but I didn't tan on purpose. I accidentally tanned and I bought this before I did that. So, and I swatched it on my hand in comparison to my NARS Sheer Glow. And it seemed to go really fast. I'm going to start off with like a fairly small amount, and I'm using my Pony Effect puff because it is my favourite cushion puff at the moment. Oh, it's not too bad. I was expecting it to look quite bright, but I don't know, I don't think that looks awful. We'll see what happens when I do the rest of my face. So that is 1/2 done there. That is BB cream, and that is nothing, so it's not bad actually, but a little goes a really long way, so you don't need much of this BB cream at all. It is quite a thick texture, but it is pretty easy to spread up with cushion puffs. I haven't obviously tried it with anything else yet, but I'll try it with brushes as well as my beauty blender eventually too. So that is one layer of the BB cream. It looks pretty nice actually. I can still see a bit of scarring through here, so I'm going to pop on another layer and see if it builds up. I find that a lot of BB creams don't usually build well. They either don't get more coverage or they just look cakey. So that's okay, there's a little bit more coverage but really not that much. But there is a really pretty dewy finish to this BB cream, so probably not one that I would wear too much in the warmer summer weather, but more of a winter sort of finish. The colour doesn't look awful, it's a bit bright, but it's matching decently. Like I don't look like a ghost face. So now I'm going to set that with this super cute little compact. I can't even remember what this is called, but it's like the classic cat compact. I think I might review it, but I'm not sure, like, is that going to be interesting for you guys to hear about? Let me know because I love the packaging. I'm actually surprised at how small and like slim it is, but super cute. So I'm going to use my little setting brush by Real Techniques to set underneath my eyes. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too thick and cakey to do this. It is a little bit chunky, so it's not as finely milled as my loose powders are. Either that or I'm just picking up way too much product and putting it on. But it does mattify really nicely. We'll see how well it helps oil control later on in the day. And then I'm going to use my blush brush by Real Techniques to set the rest of my face. I like this for setting my face because it has like a bigger surface area basically. So I can actually roll the brush around in the product like that and get a nice even coating rather than like swirling it around. I find that if I swirl the brushes I pick up way too much. I'm teaching today, so I'm going for a bit more of a understated makeup look, but I am doing flute, so I've made sure to set my chin really well because otherwise I will get tarnish marks where the silver of the flute will actually discolour my chin, which is not ideal of course. So that has mattified my skin out quite nicely. You can still see that there's a bit of shine, but it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel like dry though because I've only put a little bit of a layer on. So my first impression of that is that I really like it, which is good because usually I'm pretty like ambivalent about pressed powders. Next I'm going to do my brows, and I got the cheapest brow product I could find because I could. This is the Tony Moly Lovely Eyebrow Pencil, and I have the shade 5. It doesn't seem like the pencil wants to stay in, oh god, there it goes. I think that's all the products that you get. Yep, and and it doesn't stay inside the thing, which is annoying. Like, I know it was cheap, but like still. But let's give this a go anyway. I'm hoping that it's going to match my hair color. I haven't had that much luck with brow products lately. They always seem to be like the wrong color. I should just start getting black ones. This is almost actually a little bit too soft to be doing brows with because it's just looking a little bit chunky. I'm going to use the other end, which has a spoolie, and try and comb through them and make them look a little less chunky, but we'll see. I don't love the color. It's very orange. Well, like in comparison to what my brows are. From what I thought, I got a grey brown product, but I'm not 100% sure. This definitely doesn't. Oh my god, they look so bad. This definitely doesn't look how I would want my brows to look. Oh my god. And it smudges really bad. Even just from doing that, it's just, let me zoom you in. So from just brushing them, you can see that it's actually smudged all the way down there and like all the way around the perimeter. It looks like I've got a shadow and oh, it's just awful. No, I don't think that the colour is very suitable either. It's very like, even in comparison to the blonde parts, it's almost like orange. It does match this part, but it's a small section, not like the rest of it, which is more like that colour. Can I fix this? Can I? And that's a little bit better, but yeah, no. So for eyeliner, I have something very adventurous for me, which is a gel pot eyeliner. I haven't used these since I was literally a teenager, but they came with these super cute little quills that you put in the top. And is that not just the cutest thing ever? I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to use this applicator. And they aren't in the pots because I just washed them because I swatched them. They came with a secondary one in each as well, which says cushion gel liner, but to me they look almost identical. I mean, it's a cuter looking feather, but the wands look the same. So I'm going to use the black one, no surprises there. I prefer a thinner eyeliner, so I don't think that this is going to work out well for me, but let's give it a go. Guys, that was not actually that bad. Did take a little getting used to, but this actually does work quite well. I find it easier because it's like a very small brush. Even though it does look quite fat, you can get the end nice and tapered because you can actually wipe the sides of the brush on this, and then that makes sure that you have like a flat surface to use. So actually not that bad. I did have to dip back into it about 3 or 4 times, I think, but it's nice and black. It's fairly straight. I don't think the wing is as crisp as I would like it to be, but I'm going to do the other side and then I'm going to zoom in and show you guys what it looks like. So this eye didn't go quite as smoothly and it's ended up a little thicker than the other one, but it's actually not bad at all. The wing isn't quite as like small and crisp as I could usually get it with a pen liner, and it's a little bit wonky here, but for the first time using it, and the first time using a gel liner in years, actually not bad. And for mascara, I have the Delight Circle Lens mascara in black, and again, this is literally the cheapest one that I could find because I just wanted to not spend that much on the mascara because I generally don't like them anyway. So let's give this one a go. It does look like it has a really nice wand though. It is slightly curved and it's quite fluffy, which is my preference. So the mascara is actually not bad. I'm just going to have to wait and see if it dries and if it smudges. So I wouldn't say that it is either volumizing or lengthening. It kind of just made my lashes black and a little bit more noticeable. My eyelashes are fairly long anyway. But yeah, it's not an amazing mascara. It does the job and it's very cheap. So now onto cheeks. I have bronzing and contour shades, which I think at the moment are necessary because I am a funny colour. So I have CT01 as well as CT02 of the Cheektone Contour Duos. CT01 is really orange, so no. CT02 is darker, but it's definitely more cool toned, which for me works so much better. So I'm going to use my Zoeva Luxe face paintbrush, and I'm going to use the lighter colour and try and do like a little bit of something. What do we think? Not bad, a little bit of shape. I'm going to do the other side, which of course is really difficult because I have a birthmark right where my contour should start, so it does look really pointless because obviously that part of my face is darker anyway, but we'll see if we can blend it out. It just makes it really hard because it, like that line there, which my hair is wanting to stick to, that line right there is where my birthmark starts. It's not bad, but you can see some of the scarring is now popping out because I've had to blend it a bit more, so not as great. I'm actually going to try and put some of the darker shade just in the really hollow part, like the tiniest bit. Way too much! How does everybody else not get their hair caught in this when they blend? I don't know. Is that too much? It's pretty intense. But for blusher, I have these same sort of products. So these are the Cheektone powders, and I've picked my favorite 3 colors. So we have P01, which is lavender, we have P08, which is a pale pink, and P02, which is like a strawberry pink. I think for today I'm gonna go with the lightest one, just because my cheeks are already a bit intense. It's actually pretty pigmented in real life. It's hard to see it on the camera because it does wash most things out, but that's really pretty. But that looks really cute. It's a light flush of colour, not intense, but it also, I really like that it didn't sort of dull down the shine of the base as well, because some powders can mattify it too much. And then for lips, I actually have lip glosses. So these are the Perfect Lips by Tony Moly, and I think I'm going to go with the basic pink shade rather than the reds or the nudes. And I have swatched these and they look really cute, but I'm not sure how much they're going to show in terms of colour. They might just be a little bit glossy. This is actually not too sheer. So I actually think that is really cute. The gloss is super easy to apply, obviously, because it's a gloss. It kind of tastes like cake, which isn't unpleasant, but it is quite thick and quite sticky. So I'll see how it goes throughout the day. It might disappear within like an hour. But this is the very subtle, very teacher appropriate makeup look. I think I'm gonna have to fix those brows though, because they just look, they look awful. So I am going to go about my day after I fix my brows, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. So this is what the makeup is looking like after 12 hours. I wanted to do a checkup earlier on in the day, but I had some issues with an electronics store here. Basically my phone's been broken for about a month and it's been at the repairers. They can't repair it, so they should refund me. But they didn't tell me that I needed to bring a charger cable back with it. So they made me drive half an hour home to get a charger cable and then drive half an hour back. But I really didn't have the time to do that today because that's when I wanted to like have lunch and film the checkup. So unfortunately I couldn't do that today. But I've turned the brightness down as much as I can so you can see a little bit more detail, and apologies for the stuff on my bed. It's been a long day. So I'm a little bit disappointed with how the BB cream is holding up. I have been wearing my glasses today because the brows are tragic and I couldn't save them. But you can actually see where my glasses have been, so obviously I have the glasses there. But then they also do rest a little bit on my cheeks when I smile, and you can see where they've been there too. So right there. And same with on the other side. But it also just looks really textured, and it's also pretty oily, so my forehead is pretty shiny, and I'm finding that it's breaking up a lot around my chin and my mouth area. It just doesn't look good. The contour and blush still look fine, and the eyes are a little faded and a little bit smudgy. You can see the eyeliner is a bit a little smudged up there, but it's not awful. Mascara actually held up pretty good. It hasn't smudged very much underneath my eyes at all. It's just not very impressive. And so that is what my face is looking like after 12 hours. So I'm gonna go take off all my makeup and pretty much just go to bed now, because yeah, it's been a long day. But that is it for my full face of Tony Moly products. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and if you would like to see a specific brand next time, then do let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!